Learn how to make truffles in disposable cups today. I'm going to start by cutting the disposable cup. I make a small cut on one side and then on the other, just enough to make it easier to open. I'm using small cups that hold 1 3/4 ounces, and I've already got them all ready, cut, and prepped. In this bowl, I have 14 ounces of chocolate, which will be the base for our truffles. Now I'm putting it in the microwave, heating it in 30-second intervals until it's fully melted. With the chocolate already melted, I grab a cup and pour a good amount into the bottom. I carefully pour the chocolate and start turning the cup to coat the inside well. I make this circular motion so the chocolate spreads all over the inner surface. Repeat the process with all of them. Place the cups in the fridge for 15 minutes so the chocolate sets firmly. The chocolate has already hardened and is nice and firm. Now I take all the cups again. I repeat the same process, adding more chocolate and turning the cup to reinforce the coating. This way, the chocolate completely covers the previous layer, making the sides more solid. Remove any excess chocolate so the layer doesn't get too thick. Let the extra chocolate drain well, and do the same with the remaining cups. I've finished the last layer of chocolate in all the cups, and I'm putting them back in the fridge. In the pot, I'm adding 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, which is 14 ounces. I add 1 cup of powdered milk, which will give a special flavor to our filling. With the heat still off, I mix the powdered milk with the condensed milk until it's fully combined. Now add 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter or margarine, whichever you prefer. I turn the heat to low and start stirring constantly, making sure it doesn't stick. That's right! You need to mix it well until it reaches a fudge-like consistency. The filling is ready, everything is combined in the pot, and now I simply turn off the heat. I transfer the filling to a plate carefully so it cools faster and more evenly. I spread the filling evenly on the plate, creating a thin layer so it cools quickly. Meanwhile, the chocolate has already hardened in the cups, and the filling is cool and ready. I take some of the filling and place it into the cup, gently filling it without pressing. I repeat this step with all the cups, making sure they're evenly filled. I've finished filling all the truffles, and now we move on to the final layer. I pour more melted chocolate on top, covering everything well to seal the truffle. Make sure the chocolate reaches the edges of the cup so it's fully sealed. Now that all the truffles are sealed, I'm placing them in the fridge for about 30 minutes. They're now well chilled and firm, ready to be easily unmolded. Carefully, I look for the side cut and begin peeling off the cup. See how easily it comes off the disposable cup without breaking the chocolate shell. I place each truffle on a board and unmold them all, one by one. With a hot knife, I make a precise cut to show how it looks inside. I heat the knife to make cutting easier since the chocolate gets quite hard. And look at that! Such a treat! The filling is creamy and the shell is nice and crisp. It's a real delight with a flavor that wins you over from the first bite.